Morning.
So we are very delighted to have you here on Facebook Live in preview of a very important event. You will be presented the Female Police Officer Award of the Year in just a few minutes from now. So it's a scoop. I'm very delighted to have you live on Facebook.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit more about this award. What is it all about?
This award is for female police officers who have actually worked in their various field deployments. And for us in Somalia, this is a privilege, it's an honor done us because of the environment that we find ourselves in. We are in a very volatile and security-prone area. And for us, the award was, for me in particular, I was nominated by my police commissioner and the whole mission. And the background of the award is that it was instituted in 2011 to award hard-working female officers who have made significant progress in the area of women, peace and security, especially on women empowerment. So for us in Unsom, today is a very great day that our work that we have done with our female officers in Somalia has been recognized internationally. And then we also in Somalia are part of this legacy that our names have been recorded in the Female Peacekeeper Award.
We'll talk about your work in Somalia. You are a United Nations police officer working with UNSOM, which is the United Nations Assistant Mission in Somalia. But prior to that, before we go into the details of your job there, I would like to know, when did you learn about it? When did you learn? Who told you that you were the awardee of the year?
This was announced to me by my commissioner through an email, and it was a surprise because I discovered we were 17 nominated officers, and then 2 were shortlisted for an interview. And for me, I was in the interview panel. I was facing a large group of people, very experts, and for us to win this award is a surprise.
So how did it go during the interview? You were nominated, you were told you were nominated by your police commissioner in UNSOM, and then you go through a process that ends up with an interview. What happened there? What were the most difficult questions, the difficult times during the interview?
In fact, the first challenge was the first day, the first opening. When I saw the big people that I have heard from the headquarters, the police advisor, and just to see them with their big faces, and you are told that it's a serious business, and you also know that you have other contestants. From that on, there was a lot of tension in me. I was scared, though I was not expecting that I'll come to that level. I was anxious. I was a little anxious. But for me, I just told myself that just tell them, what have you done? It's just a conversation. We want to know what you have done.
So tell me, what have you done with UNSOM? You have been dispatched to Kismayo.
Yes.
When you joined UNSOM, if I'm not mistaken, in February 2018.
I was deployed on the 3rd, to be specific, and after my induction and safe training, I was deployed to one of the regions called Kismayo. It's about 12,000 kilometers from here. And when I arrived, because of the security situation, it was very difficult for us to frequently go out. But with the support of AMISOM, this is the African Union mission.
That's the African Union peacekeeping mission there. And the United Nations Assistance Mission is there also to support the government and the African Union peacekeeping mission.
Yes. So what we did was that when I went through my inspection tour of the various police stations, I discovered that there were my fellow women were not projecting themselves as what I saw myself doing back home. For example, I was expecting that I go to the counter, a woman will be there to also take down the normal police records. also be a station officer or station commander, but all these things were lacking. So when we came back after our inspection tour, that was for a period of 1 month, all the police stations that we visited had similar trends. And for me, it was a worrying trend. Why do we have our women not being projected as female officers also performing policing tasks? Then we discovered that there was a limiting factor, which was the ability to be able to read
literacy.
And literacy. So I just was thinking, what can we do? What can we do to help our sisters who to also come up to be like us? Then together we wrote some concept notes here and there seeking for funding, but it was a challenge getting funding. But I said, no, we have to start. We need to start. And so we got some stationery, we got some paper, pens here and there. And then AMISOM, luckily for us, we had one of the language assistants that was a woman, she's still working. And so we said, no, we met the women, my sisters, this is the situation. Then they said, we are ready. They decided to come up with a timetable, and voila, the program started.
But voila, the program started. But before the program starts, you also need to approach the community, to talk to the women, because this is quite a traditional, sort of a traditional society. So how do you approach the community? You don't come like and say, hey, wait, we are going to work on literacy together.
You are absolutely right. You know, Somalia is a male-dominated culture, and for you to have acceptance from the community, you need to come with them. And for us, what helped us was the Jubaland police chief. Very, very cooperative, very committed to women empowerment. And so for us, even the traditional authority, we had to find a way of convincing them, trying to talk to them. And the commissioner would always call the women and other men that, look, this is a good idea. Why don't we buy into it? So I would say that it is the commissioner who really made the difference, because he was the father. He stood up and said, look, we should grab this opportunity and make a difference. And even there were times that he had to come and tell them that whoever misses class, you'll be taken away from the payroll, just as a way of encouraging them. And for us, the community has been supportive, the police hierarchy has been supportive, and even the people that are within the Jubaland itself have supported us.
So what kind of feedback did you hear from the women?
First of all, when we visit them, held a pen, they haven't written before. So the feedback started after 3 months, when some of them now would be able to say, when you say good morning, they say good morning, how are you? They will respond, I'm fine. And some of them, though not purely literate that you can see, but they were making efforts. Some of them could now write the alphabet, simple alphabet in Somali. For me, it is a journey of 1,000 miles that has begun with a step. And I think that the women themselves are happy, the police commissioner is happy, and we, the facilitators, are also very excited and motivated that we can make more progress with time.
So regarding also the feedback you get, do you get words of thanks, of gratitude?
Of course. When the women see me, even the hugs that they give me.
That's adorable, yeah.
The hugs, the smiles, and they always call me Felix. And they would, some of them would even want to call you, but because of the language barrier, we are unable to communicate one-on-one, because they really wish that they could also communicate with you.
Okay, well-being also of United Nations female police in the field is something very important, and I heard you have created a network for UN female policewomen. Why that?
We came up, I attended this gender advisors course in Entebbe in October, and I saw the tremendous work that other peacekeepers together are working to make women powerful. So I said, why not? We can also start something like that. So immediately I arrived. The following week I called my AMISOM IPOs, individual police officers and FPU, and said, my sisters, we can come together. Together, everyone achieves more. That is teamwork. So why don't we come together as a team and then empower our counterparts in the local police? And to be honest with you, we started this mentoring scheme where each peacekeeper has 3 officers from the local police. And what we are doing with them is that we monitor the progress of the officers as and when we move on. Then at the monthly meeting, every officer, IPO or peacekeeper will report on progress so far. We have done this so that our women peacekeepers will find a responsibility, first of all, to also carry somebody with them. Then if I am taking 3, somebody takes 3, at the end of the day, by the time we end our mission, we have made a lot of impact because one person cannot do it all. That's why we form this teamwork, so that we can help our sisters.
Phyllis, in a few minutes from now, you will deliver your acceptance speech for the award. And since this is a scoop for us, I stole a wonderful quote of you. You say that when you raise a man, you raise an individual. But when you educate a woman, you educate a whole nation. Why do you say that, Phyllis?
In fact, I'm a Ghanaian, and those who know Ghana very well, we have this scholar, a renowned Ghanaian scholar. He's called Kwejiri Agri. He's late. And he always kept saying that if you educate a man, you educate an individual, but if you educate a woman, the woman is going to teach her children at home, she is going to help her husband, she herself is going to be productive. So now, if you look at the value of a woman, we are all partners in this. I mean, men also contribute to family, but if you invest in a woman, the benefits are like a ripple effect. It's multiplying. She does it to her family, her extended family, her friends. So at the end of the day, you realize that the woman's investment is a bigger picture. So we thought that when we invest in our women in Somalia, the process that they bring to bear on sustainable peace is going to be a bigger picture than just looking at the men alone.
That's very well said, Phyllis. And lastly, who do you dedicate this award to?
This award is for my women on the adult literacy. I dedicate it to them. I love them. Without them, this award wouldn't have been possible. I dedicate it to them, and then to Unsom, my mission. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Phyllis, and we are really honored to having you on Facebook Live.
Thank you.
And congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.